We are here, it is Ultrace 2026, the biggest car show in Europe. All the big names in the game are here this weekend. Little Olas are in the middle with our drift Ferrari. With our full shop setup, we're going to show you the cars. We're going to go skid a Ferrari with a VR6. And we're hopefully going to have an amazing time. Here we go.
It is super hot in Poland, so the boys are going in to get some refreshments and some water. And before we get to the track, I want to talk to you about one of our partners here at Drift Games, OBD11. This is a vehicle diagnostics device, super handy. We bring it in our backpack on every trip we go on, and it just plugs into your OBD2 reader in the car. You can find features that are hidden by the manufacturer so that you can't access through the dash. You can also check mileage, and today we're going to check some faults. And this is our Mercedes Vito, brand new rental car. But is it as brand new as they say it is? All right, now the device is connected. You can check if there's any codes that may have been cleared. I'm not saying anybody cleared these in the rental company. I'm just saying they might have. So we're going to find out. We're going to give it a scan. There we go. No faults found. She is clean. So this is super handy if you are buying a car, especially a fresher car, that OBD11 can plug in, see if someone has just wiped codes just before you went to check it out, and then all those codes will reappear in time, but you can actually check it out and you can plug it into a car and know in seconds if the car is as good as they say it is. And also OBD11 are giving back to you guys, because if you go over to obd11.com, enter the code DRIFT, you can get 20% off your purchase, and I highly recommend it. We use it all the time, and it's so handy knowing what's going on and also having extra features as well. All right, well the Vito is good to go. Let's head to the track.
No way! It's Neil!
I've ever had the Poland.
3 days!
Just set up everything and then this.
Literally.
That's it, a bit of an inside joke. Neil missed 2 flights on the way over, one because he missed his passport and one because he slept it out, so I reckon that's you're gonna be the brunt of the jokes for the rest of the trip for that one.
So we're about an hour before we take the Ferrari for its maiden voyage on a real drift track with a lot of real drifters. Some big names here. We got Arias in the McLaren, we got Sultan from the UAE, we've got Freddie Asbo, even Kawabata is here. Crazy selection of drifters from everywhere. We want our Ferrari to sound as good as possible. So right now Dan is plugging into the Link ECU. Lloyd, our tuner, heard our test video, Josh, and said the limiter sounds crap. So he has changed remotely the limiter on the car. We're now going to plug in, upload it. He says it's going to sound a lot more spicy. We're about to find out. Dan, can you press C-Trail All Spice, please?
Lloyd was not happy with how it sounded.
No,
we sent him the video and he just got furious. He said, give me 10 minutes. And he came back and said, I've sent you another map, put that on it, that'll sound better.
Yeah, so it'll be a much more hard cut limiter, which will give it a bit more poppity bang bang.
It's going to be super hot today, so
Yeah, got her.
yeah, wait 3 days for Neil to get here to do this, because you really want to take all the glory, you know?
It's not in the team in Ferrari still, is it?
Yeah, it is. It is still under team in Ferrari.
Hi Dave, this is the moment.
We're gonna go do some skids.
Very loud.
We're gonna do some skids in the Ferrari. Josh, you jumping in?
I want to see it firsthand.
We only get 1 lap. At least we'll do it together.
There's a few concerns about, it's quite bumpy out there,
It's bumpy, there's walls, but sure, look, we're Irish, we're used to it.
and about 70,000 people here.
That we're not used to. Well, look, we don't know what it's going to drive like. We'll take a couple of handy laps and we'll wind it up from there. Hopefully it all goes well.
It will go well. If you believe something, it will happen. Nervous?
Frightfully, yeah. I think once we get a lap or two, we'll be fine. It's just a drift car.
First lap jitters.
Yeah, it's just a drift car. Any other drift car, same thing.
Just a Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's quite nerve-wracking, man. Every single camera is just pointing at you.
Might have a shaft issue.
Uh-oh. That ain't good.
But at the end it did nothing. When we came out of the corner, I think it's done a shaft. Or it might just have come loose, I don't know.
Positives. It drifts.
It drifts pretty good, really good.
It seemed really good. Out the box. Good thing. We have spare shafts. Buddy.
Short-lived. I did one lap, flicked it in. She's sweet. Like, surprisingly good.
I honestly can't believe it because that's the first time it's really transitioned then. Like, it wasn't like you were transitioning a mid-engine car.
No, like, I mean, you do have to lean on the handbrake a little bit to stop it over rotating because your weight's in the back, but not a lot. Like, and that's my first lap of the track, essentially, and it's not a bad one. So I was like, give it a half day if we can keep shafts in the thing.
I was gonna say, so we have spare shafts, don't we?
We do, but the problem is that because we've lowered the car so much, with the shafts are like this, so there could be a case for, and I don't want to raise it either, but I'm like, hopefully it was just a weak shaft in the car from it being old and passed around 75 people. We've got some second-hand ones. They're rated for the power, so they shouldn't be a problem.
I was going to say, like, it's a Ferrari. They're rated for 500 horsepower. Maybe not skidding around a cobble.
On a handbrake. But the boys are going to see what actually happened to the shaft, and that will, hopefully it's something that is more in that shaft than every shaft, because I want to do more than 3 laps. But like, we did a lap of Ultrace in a Ferrari pretty well until the very end when it just popped the shaft. So, like, surprisingly, Josh, you need your wits about you, but it's very drivable.
Very warm for the lads to be working now. Wayne, you're taking the good t-shirt off to your work t-shirt.
Yeah, that's a rock picture now.
They're hefty enough shafts.
Spare shafts. Ready to go. Oh, good. Pulled over. Just pulled out.
Oh no, Neil. Okay, so not sure if you could probably understand that, but the shaft wasn't actually broken. It's the angle of the shaft because of how low it is. It just kind of popped out, so it's not actually broken, which is good news. The bad news is because the shaft isn't broken, this is probably going to be a common thing. The car may need to be raised a bit, but to be fair, raising it to get it back out on track isn't the worst.
You can adjust it on I think as I said, I've trained for this like the first second of everything. Like big driving on the point with no Land Rover.
So a new shaft in, and it's been raised a little bit, and should be good to go again. Okay, round 2. We've just been watching a bit, and the lads get a bit braver out there, Dave.
Yeah.
That's Lane Hurl with his Prospect Supra. Okay, so I think we figured out the gearing. The gearing's backwards.
Yeah. So second is first, and first is second.
Good. At least we know that now, so
Yeah, so
I think you were going from second to first.
So technically my run-up is start in second, go to first, enter. It's good. There's still some kinks to be worked out, okay? We're in a dogleg reverse gearbox.
Getting the hang of it now?
Yeah.
That was the best lap yet. Still very warm.
It is hot.
I'll say we let it cool down for a bit.
Yeah. Temperature is rising and not
I was
coming
going to say,
down.
the engine bay is anything like it is in here. It's toasty.
Oh, she's toasted now.
What's the temp at?
128.
That's hot.
She's pumping.
Let's get back to the pits as quick as possible.
Kicking water out the expansion tank. It's so hot today, you just can't. Every car's getting hot.
So the rad is still the Ferrari radiator. You can see it's just two either corner. So they're not massive rads. We kind of thought that if it's cool in a V8, it would be kind of fine, but
Now it was running warm on the turbo housing is that colour. That's horrible, lad. What a tea.
supercar problems. Okay, so before it gets a bit too hectic, we're going to do a little walk around the pits, and starting off with, now we showed you this in one of our previous videos when he was still making it, but I think he's going to try and drift it, like he's bought spare wheels and everything like that. If you don't know what this is Sultan's Porsche off-roader V8 twin turbo, full carbon fibre. And on the inside is just as much attention to detail. And then he's bought his Bentley, which he's had that a fair few years now, and it still looks awesome. He's put a lip on it, and big VSKS, which is just baller. Arias is here with his McLaren. I think he's having a few problems, but the plan is to have the two cars go out together and do a bit of twinning. I mean, the style of some of these cars is ridiculous. And there's quite a few crews who will done the cars in the same sort of way, which looks so awesome going around track. It's kind of what this event's all about. Like, that's BM's done right there. Looks like a crazy competition drift car from the outside in the engine bay, but it's got no cage. That's just probably a road car. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us. And I don't actually know what this is. I thought it was a Hilux, but it's got Volkswagen on the front. I'm guessing not a standard kit. I would say everything about this is custom, but look at the rear. Honestly, some of the cars here are so good. Actually, scrap that. All the cars here are so good. Oh my god, it's so good to come to these shows, and actually from this one you can actually get a lot of inspiration. Like, you don't see many Volvos around. There very expensive splitter. Oh, luckily someone's gonna go get it. Still kind of looks in one piece.
So we wanted to chase Arius in the McLaren, but he's done the clutch on that. They're fixing it for tomorrow. But I found the next best thing for a crazy chase and lead. Our boy Sultan's carbon fiber Bentley. So we're going to try and have a Bentley and a Ferrari tandem on the track. We don't know how it's going to go, but we want to get that photo. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. This a long time coming. He was the one that inspired our original Lamborghini drift car. He's with McLaren's. He's got the Bentley. We said, you know what? At least if we hit each other, we're both causing a lot of damage. So it's going to be an interesting one. But it's sun setting, a little bit cooler on the cars. We're going to try and push it now.
Okay, so the car was at like 140 degrees, which was ridiculous. We think it got air locked with steam or something like that, so we gave it a good few hours to cool down. I jumped on the shop, it was crazy, there's queues and everything, so thank you to every one of you that dropped by and bought something. To keep things like this going, stupid projects, Ferrari drifting, everything like that.
Day one of Ultrace done. We drifted a Ferrari with Bentleys and E46s. The car performed incredibly. We had some issues with the shaft. The gearbox sometimes selects its own gears, which is, you know, gear roulette, not the game we want to play. However, for a car that we built ourselves, that no one could tell us how to build, we went to a drift event, and we've had drift events that went less successfully than this car. Did all its laps. It was a really hot day. Boys were flat out in the shop. The support we got from everybody, the fans coming up saying hello. It's really humbling, like, and almost mind-blowing to be here with this level of cars after what, 3 years after everything went in flames. To be here with Liberty Walk, Ferraris and cars, like, it's not lost on us. And so many people coming up and saying hi. It's like, you know, we're a long way from home. It's just wild, and I gotta thank all the boys who put this thing together, the boys and girls who worked behind the scenes on everything at Drift Games. I'm just surrounded by so many talented people, and this has been an event where it's going to take me a couple of weeks to process what's even going on. We are very warm though, and tomorrow we got to do it all over again. Day one of Ultrace is done, but day two might even be spicier.
Okay, so we're at the car show and I'm not gonna lie, it is phenomenal. This is the best car show I think I've ever seen in my life, and I've been to a lot of car shows. We're just 4 hours, it's still pretty busy, but I'm gonna try and get a montage for you guys. And then me and Neil are gonna try and pick our favourite car, because we can go around all here talking all day about the cars. It's just ridiculous. I'm not even sure if I've seen all the cars, but we're gonna pick our favourite and let the montage do the rest. Realistically, there's going to be no other car, Neil.
Yeah, but this is you, isn't it? This is all you.
And in case you're thinking if it just looks small on camera, it is just that small. But this is, it's actually a Pikey Peak car. It's actually a race car. I have no idea of the kit, so if you know the kit, please let me know. It looks fairly custom, but then again, look at that engine in the back.
Threaded rod holding the spoiler together.
It is. I can guarantee that was almost a problem on the day that the spoiler was swinging. And it was only in green.
We went, do you know what? We have green paint. Let's sport it up a bit. Well, we'll match the boot latch.
I really hope that was the story.
Yeah, and then we'll bolt in a cage to the rear seatbelt mount.
And have you noticed they just forgot the firewall?
I think what they did there was went to the hardware store and got M8 rod and M6 rod and said we'll mount everything off that. That's an exhaust hanger holding the air filter.
Oh, it is.
That's like
That's, you know what that is? Getting shit done.
ingenuity. It is. This is probably like someone's car that evolved from a small race car into a Pikes Peak car.
I'm not sure why they started this to start with, but I'm so glad they did. Huh?
Albinos or something they used to call them.
I did look at Marketplace yesterday and
They're everywhere.
no, they're actually not everywhere. They're quite rare.
They used to be everywhere.
Yeah.
And then they all fully fell apart.
I can guarantee Neil's car is going to be completely different than this. It's gone up in about 40 degrees since we started walking around here, taking that long to find the car.
Yeah, I found it. But I had that model when I was a kid.
You had the model that's...
This isn't a touring car, it's like a replica of it, but it's really good. Funniest thing is I'm a real like JDM hot boy fanboy, and I picked these.
Car show's one of the best cars in the world. You pick a Mercedes, I pick a small stupid thing.
I think we were both a bit overwhelmed. Did you walk by so many cool cars?
Stop, even around us, it's just phenomenal. But
I don't know.
hey, you like what you like.
I would not like to be picking the top 16 of this car show.
Oh, I can't even imagine where you even start with that.
I did have a second favourite, and it was a 33 GTR. That's awesome.
You know what, we're going past there. We'll show you 3 cars. Neil's top 2. I only have 1.
Yeah, because I was late here, so I get 2.
Will you leave?
I was late, missed 2 flights.
Alright, the music's pretty loud, so we can't really do much on it, but...
No, it's a tough choice. This is a better car than that one.
It's not too over the top, it's just...
Yeah, but it's all the little things. See the front lip? It's painted like a metallic black.
What it is painted in metallic, you don't really see that.
The top secret aero catches. Probably triple the price of normal aero catches for no reason.
They just have a sticker on there. I can guarantee they're the same.
Yeah, oh, they probably are, but they're 10 times the price. Willand harnesses, bright seats, CBS, 35 GTR brakes.
That's kind of the nice thing about these cars. You look at them for face value, but then the more you look, the more things you find. Okay, so stuff's cooled down a little bit. There's not as many drivers, so Dave's going out for the first time. Just see if the car's fine. Then we're going to do some stuff with Arius in the McLaren and Sultan in the Bentley again. So make sure the car's all fine just before we do the real stupid stuff.
Stack close to getting home on game.
The old blues peeking back through.
Sharpie. Black Sharpie.
It's annoying.
What went on?
Gearbox again. Popped out of gear every single time. And then Robin Perra crashed into the back of me.
I see that.
It's annoying because like I can't do anything about it, you know? The car is really good, it just keeps popping out of gear. And like you initiate first gear, back into second gear, pops out of second gear, back into second gear, pops again. So you get a light of the tires, then he dove, and then it just went straight out of gear again. So it's like annoying because we probably damaged the car now for no reason. So it is what it is. But it's just annoying because it's not like if I was doing something gangster or cool, I don't mind damaging the car. But just popping out of gear is boring. So, annoying.
So I think I've figured out the mystery of the popping out gear. Demonstrated with Neil. So in gear.
Hey, we know what the problem is. I felt really bad. I was like, oh god damn. And now I'm like, Dave's goddamn Momo gear knob.
His big old knob.
Dave's big old knob is knocking it out of gear.
So I think the solution temporarily, we're gonna take the knob off. Always the answer.
Always the answer. Remove the knob.
Then we have more clearance and hopefully stick won't hit knob.
But I just said to Dave, what's weird is, in the workshop when we were testing the hydro and bleeding it, the hydro doesn't move back that far. When you watch the onboard or when you're with Dave in the car, the hydro moves back way further than what it does. So I wonder if it's only doing it when it's on track because it moves more. And it's quite a, hey, Josh, just hold your hand out. That's a weighty knob. The one thing you bought, Dave.
I didn't put it in it.
Well, it was your idea.
It was my idea.
Your big knob is causing problems.
Well, I mean, it is a drift car.
I was like, I don't understand that.
Flipping heck, Neil, good as new.
Man.
I wouldn't
Really get electrical, Dave.
No, you're looking at it going like that.
They're the things you won't see from the side of the track anyways. Yeah.
Alright, so to get to the end of Ultrace, we wanted to get this 3-car train between Arius, this car and Sultan, so like all the kind of luxury car drifting. Arius has no clutch, so he's got to be pushed. Sultan's car is fine. We finally figured out the problem here, so let's hope we can get that magic photo. No, it's the gearbox. It's fucking stuck in gear.
What's happened?
It went out of all gears and it overheated, so the link cut it before it blew up. That's some wild shit, is what that is. That was awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we're nearly there. We're nearly there.
Alright, so the lads are done for the day, and look at these cars all lined up. Ridiculous. But whilst the lads are packing away, well, I'm trying to get out of their work, but there's one person I want to go for a pasture spin with before the day's over. Sun's setting, the track's going to go down, and yeah, let's go for one more ride. How are you, dude?
Good, mate.
So I've actually been on track all day, scaring me at the sideline actually.
Yeah, it's been pretty, the back end of the car got deleted yesterday, so a few more cable ties and we're back, so let's see how it goes.
Let's not try and hype up for the camera, take it slow and easy.
Never.
You always know it's going to be a bit sketchy when it's the last few laps. The heat is real here. Good. What a dickhead! You could have told me you're doing the 360.
Hey, surprises!
Oh god, that was intense! Just to be clear, I had absolutely zero idea about the 360, that was a surprise.
That was a surprise. I thought, you know what? We got to take it for a world spin. First lap out.
Terrifying, I thought you fucked it in by mistake.
That's the idea.
Well, your dad seems happy anyway.
He loves it. I smashed the car up, he has to fix it, and he loves it.
Did you put him up to the 360?
Of course I did.
Honestly, I fucking...
Look, really good. You weren't ready for that, was you?
Yeah.
Didn't you see us going like that? We were like, yeah, and he was like, oh.
I thought you were going to spin him up.
Now this means another thing to us. This means like...
Oh, lesson learned. Christ life. Sent off in style.
Bit of fiberglass, what could go wrong?
Dad just has to fix
I
it.
like that, yeah.
So, we are exhausted, but Ultrace is coming to a close. We're packing up the shop, getting everything loaded to come back to Ireland. What a mad weekend. I don't think I've had the time to process it. We drifted a Ferrari, I crashed a Ferrari, I drifted with a McLaren, a Bentley, some 86s, some Silvias, some Beamers, and we got to meet friends from all over the world. So many people that we, like, it's mad. We're so far from home, but so many people watched the channel and came by and said hello. It's wild that we had a marketplace by at Christmas, got some amazingly talented people to put it together, and in a shed in Kildare, we brought one of the coolest cars here to line up with people from Abu Dhabi, Dubai, from Japan. Everybody love the cars. We are exhausted. It's been like 34, 5, 6 degrees today, so it's been tiring, but so worth it after all the late nights we put into the car to come here, show it off. It's like 90% there. We have a little bit of, obviously we didn't even shake the car down, so it did well for what we put together. But you know what we need to fix? We're going to bring it to the next event, which should be Gravity in the UK, and we're going to have all the stuff dialed out of it. It's been a wild weekend. We met, I don't even know, like this video, we couldn't have put everything in it, Josh. There was so many things that happened. We just had to cut it down somehow. But yeah, back to the shed, back to the builds.
On the shed. On the shed.
Factory. Back to the factory. back to the builds. We got some more exciting stuff coming. This was a real milestone for us. Now we move on to other things from here. But look at, give me the camera.
No, I really didn't want to.
Look at this guy.
I'm not sure if this is water I put on my head or sweat. I think it's transformed to sweat. It's just.
Ultrace. 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 It's been an absolute wild one. We are exhausted. Pack it all up, get it back to Ireland, back to the madness on the next episode. I don't even know what's coming on the next episode. This weekend has been massive. Repping Irish car culture in Poland. It's been awesome.